Okay, I have a couple reasons I need to get in the hive today. And since this one's really full, I'm going to just warn them, give them about 2-3 puffs of smoke. Set that aside for now, because I will need it when I'm finished. Put my gloves on. And periodically I'll keep squeezing the bellows just to keep my smoker going. Hopefully I have enough fuel in there to last through what I need to do. I'm going to work from the back of the hive today, but first I need to pull out this feeder. Quite a few hive beetles in the feeder, 3 or 4. Hopefully I won't find many in the hive, or I'll have to do some kind of treatment in the next week. So I take the inner cover off. I'm going to flip it upside down so I can put my supers on it. I'll leave my hive tool handy, smash these hive beetles. Looks like I might have to put some beetle blasters in, but we'll see what's going on inside the hive. Wedge the hive tool in between each of the pieces. The bees make propolis, seal everything up. So we're just going to set that down against the hive. And a little puff of smoke into the top there. Use your hive tool to move the frames. They'll be stuck together with propolis. Pulling the first frame out. It's a little bit of burr comb I'll probably pull off of there. But you want to move the first frame out of the way. And I'm not going to go through every frame in this particular body. Just want to see that they're working on them. And they are. Which is really relieving. Starting to build their honey stores for the winter. And right now it's just the beginning of September. And they've just started working this box in the past week or so. So I'll need to determine whether I'm going to put another one on. To be very careful when moving them back, not to smash any bees. When bees get smashed, the danger pheromone gets out. And if that happens, a little bit of smoke is good. Just to keep them out of a panic. kind of want to take this burr comb off. Instead of going through each individual frame, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this up. Sliding it towards me, and just peek into the bottom. And they're busy. It's good. The queen probably isn't up that high, but it's a possibility. So I want to set this diagonally on the top cover, just in case she's in there. She falls out, she'll at least not fall on the ground. A little bit of smoke in the next frame. This is the one I would expect to find the queen in. And there was a casualty last time. I like to get them, well, far away as I can, if possible. Not always possible, though. Now, I don't see any hive beetles in the actual hive because the numbers are so strong that they're controlling them. So it doesn't look like I'm going to have to put any traps in. Using this just to wedge the bars. Once wedged, make sure the bees are out of the way. Pull this out. We have a lot of propolis around this one. If I find that it's too difficult to move, I'll just move to the other side. Start on the other end. That seems to be the case. Mix of brood and I would guess sugar water and a little bit of honey. You don't see the queen on this frame, so I think it's pretty safe to put this one down. Gently set against the side. I like to move slow enough to give them a chance to move out of the way. A lot of brood on this frame. A lot of brood. No queen. So I'll put this back kind of where the first one was, so there's plenty of space. A lot of brood on this. Still no queen. One very agitated bee. who would have stung my hand had I not had my gloves on, but that's why I wear them. Again, I could be looking for the queen. Feudally, she could be in that first box that I didn't really go through. I would like to work with the sun at my back, but unfortunately it's kind of just right over my head. These bees have been drinking or consuming about a quart of sugar water a day to make up for heavy rains. They ate through their honey stores, so they're restoring for the winter. And these are full of sugar water, as I expected to see. This one's very heavy. Almost too heavy to flip over. This is the one that was giving me problems earlier, so I have to figure out how I'm going to wedge this out without smashing any of these ladies. It's full of sugar water. Still no queen. This is the box the queen was in about a week ago. There's no room for her to really lay, since all their stores are in there. If I move all these back at once slowly enough, the bees that are in the center of the frames should move out of the way. And then put the first one back in where I got it. Try to give it plenty of room. Push it back into place. Now, when the bees start congregating around, then more than likely there's a dead one, and it got smashed, which is unfortunate. But I try to move them just so they're not emitting that pheromone that makes the other ones panic. Have to be very careful when stacking these, as they're going to be top heavy. Don't want them falling over. That would be a disaster. I think I'll go ahead and give these just a little smoke. There's the queen. Right there. And she's on the bottom now. And she has room to lay in this box. So, I don't need to go further through it, but I need to be very careful not to what they call rolling the queen, which is when you put the frame back in, rolling her like a pencil, it just completely smashes her. So since she was on the outside, just made sure it was a little closer to the second frame. If she was on the inside, I would have made sure it was a little closer to the edge. But she's good. We have a good